As well as the dress, Mother had also brought me a vest to wear under it, which had a vague floral pattern in the knit, and stretchy lace trim around the neck and armholes. Mother raised the navy blue sailor dress over my head and told me to put my arms up. Within seconds it surrounded me and Mother fastened the zip, which strangely ran up one side from waist to armpit. Once the dress was on, I unbuttoned my pants and pulled them off. Very nice. Mother grinned as she stood back and looked me up and down. It didn't feel as horrible as I'd expected, but it didn't exactly feel nice either. I wondered what Gregory would say if he could see me now and guessed that he'd be less than gracious. I sat myself down and, having witnessed my mother constantly remind Vincent to smooth his skirt as he sat, I smoothed my skirt as I sat today. Stay in here. Mother grinned. This is going to be such a lovely surprise for Sonia. I sat waiting for 5 or 10 minutes before Mother returned. Reluctantly I went to the kitchen expecting Vincent to laugh at me, but her wasn't even there. Mother pulled out a chair and beckoned me to sit. I sent her to put a nice dress on too, but she's no idea why. Mother told me as I sat today. A few minutes later, Vincent descended the stairs wearing one of his prissy party dresses and glanced at me. I don't see why I have to wear this just for supper, he said. It'll be bath time soon, he added. Any second now he'll see me and react, but instead he barely looked at me. He grabbed his prissy white pinafore apron and asked Mother, or Mummy, as she insisted he call her, to fasten the buttons. Mother cast me a knowing smile as she buttoned Vincent into his pinafore apron. I just sat there petrified. The tension increased by the second. You sit down, Sonia, Mummy will serve. Mother said. Vincent sat down opposite me and moved his plate and cutlery so it was perfectly aligned. He watched our mother for a few seconds, then looked at me. I felt myself going beyond red as I anticipated his reaction. Then, just as I thought he simply hadn't noticed, he said, Andrew, are you wearing a dress? His expression was one of shock and disbelief rather than a big grin or worse. Bellowing laughter. He is. Mother chirped. Stand up, Andrew, and show Sonia your dress. Mother said. Oh, do I have to? I moaned. I felt much safer hiding most of me beneath the dining table. Well, she can't see through the table, can she? Mother said. I gulped and reluctantly stood up before stepping to one side. I looked at Vincent, then down at myself, nervously grabbing my skirt as I did so. That looks okay on you. Vincent said. I'd rather wear dresses like that than dresses like this, he added, sneering at his own party dress. I thought you liked that dress, Sonia. Mother said defensively. Vincent backtracked a little and said he thought it was very pretty, but it's too pretty, he added. I prefer it with my piney than without it. I think it looks lovely with or without your piney. Mother said. You both look lovely, she added in my direction, before putting a pork chop on each plate. I sat myself down and tried my best to pretend that this is normal. If I was Vincent, it'd probably feel normal. I thought as Mother poured my gravy for me. Now be careful not to get any gravy on your dress, Andrew. Mother said as we ate. Really, you should be wearing an apron like Sonia, she added. I looked at Vincent and the white pinafore apron Mother insisted he wore whilst eating, and was glad I wasn't wearing an apron too. Although there's no such thing as a boyish dress, I could see what Mother meant when she described the sailor dress as boyish, as it lacked lace and bows as well as girly colors and floral prints. It was just a plain blue frock with white trim and a big square collar. Even while wearing a dress, I still feel like I'm getting off lightly compared to Vincent. Why don't you help Sonia with the dishes? Mother suggested once we'd finished eating. I didn't have the heart to decline and somehow knew that she wouldn't take no for an answer. Vincent told me what to do, and to be honest, I felt more like a hindrance than anything. He had a routine and I was in the way, but he said he appreciated having me helping. Why did Mother make you wear a dress? He asked. Dunno really. She said it'd be a nice surprise for you. I replied. Did you get in trouble for something? No, I stated. Why would you think that? Because a lot of the boys at school ended up being petticoated after getting into trouble, he told me. Mostly it's a punishment. I don't think I'm in trouble, I replied as I looked down at myself. It'd be a pretty bad punishment though. You look okay, Vincent told me. At least she didn't put you in something like this, he said, drawing my attention to the prissy party frock beneath his piney and his thin white tights covered in little love hearts. Yeah. That's far too girly, I replied. Try telling mother that, Vincent said with a frown. According to her, nothing's too girly.